Hey everybody, Dan Sfera from dansfera.com. That's Dan Sfera, just like my name. It's D-A-N, S like Sam, F like Frank, E-R-A.com. A very, very important concept for the business people out there, entrepreneurs, people thinking about starting companies. Be very careful what type of business you start out with, because if it's not able to scale, it's probably not worth doing. It's probably not worth your time. If you're someone who's very ambitious and has big plans and big goals and big dreams, such as, I don't know, maybe buying the Clippers or anything like that, you got to make sure that your businesses are able to scale. And what do I mean by scale? Scale is leveraging, maximizing your time, manipulating time in a way to where it's infinite. So in a traditional business, for instance, the best example would be like a doctor. Okay, a doctor is extremely well paid, but he's only able to scale 24 hours of his day. And who is humanly able to work 24 hours every single day? So his income is limited by the hours that he works. There's no scale there, zero scale. If this doctor were to form a partnership, and the partnership kept growing to where it was a nationwide practice of doctors, and he would be the CEO or the owner or whatever, he's essentially built a business that scales, because he no longer would have to go see patients. He would get paid whether he goes out and sees patients or whether he stays at home and plays video games or spends time with his family or goes to watch the Clippers or anything. He doesn't have to be working to earn money. That's scale. Scale is something that's super important. You have, in any business, you're going to have customers. And if you build a good enough system to where the business can operate without your involvement or without your time, you can get paid for no time. You could be doing zero work, 0 hours a day, and still be getting paid. That's called scale. You're leveraging your resources to generate income, and it's not dependent on time. That's the thing that many business owners, they fail to recognize. And another perfect example would be like franchisees, franchise owners. Let's say I bought a Subway sandwich shop. I can only scale that so much. I'm not going to sell like 10,000 sandwiches that day. So I can only make so much money every day. And I can only work so much every day. Now, if I build several, or if I own several Subway franchises, I can sell multiple sandwiches a day. If I hire managers to run those franchises, I can be doing nothing. I can sacrifice my time initially to build a system, check on the system every now and then, and still earn money by doing virtually zero work. And that's really the mindset that you have to start out with if you're a business person. You have to start out with that mindset that, you know what, whatever business I'm going to build right now, it has to scale. I'm trying to do it with clinical trials. We have 3 clinics. Each one's being managed by someone else. I still have to be involved, like, a good amount of time, but right now it's 2011. When I started this in 2005, I had zero scale and I was doing all the work. So compared to back then, the system is pretty much working on its own. Even though I'm still involved on a day-to-day basis, I could eventually get to the point where I walk away and the business would still be generating profits with or without my involvement. That's scale. Another good scalable business, of course, it's the most obvious, is a website. But there's other businesses you can do. There's brick and mortar businesses that you can create that can scale. So if you're someone like me who's trying to be super wealthy, trying to buy the Clippers, although I wouldn't try the Clippers, try another team. But you got to think about building something that can scale. Very important. Let me know what you guys think about scale. And I think a lot of people ignore it. A lot of people start businesses without thinking about scale, and they're just sacrificing their future for short-term profits. So it's worth it. Once you get to scale, it's so worth it. Let me know what you think. dansfera.com. Thanks a lot.